Okay, this is a special video just for Bernie. So here is the rig. I replaced a lot of this stuff all over the place. Got the big old air cleaner on it right now. Take that off. So my dad was here. We got a lot of stuff done. As you know, this is a map sensor bracket that was all this weird bracket, so he sawed this thing off and made it real nice and small. I've got some problems with these connectors, so I have zip ties on here. And the idle air control, I had to get an adapter for it because the 350 plug, which is a square plug, like 2 by 2 square, and the 454 is a 1 by 4. But the 2 by 2 square plug is all beat up and bad, so I got to deal with both these plugs somehow. New housings, new pigtails, something. Here's, as you know, where the EGR is supposed to go, and the EGR cable is still hanging here with a piece of tape on it. You can see the big bad valve covers. No PCV valve, just a breather. In fact, there's really only one thing that goes into the base of the throttle body. That's the map sensor, that blue cable, or that vacuum line right there. There's actually no other vacuum lines on this thing. You can see the flex braided lines there, which I really like. They got kind of an aftermarket cable, but all stock GM distributor and stuff. Rebuilt the distributor. I gotta do some more on the spark plug wire clips. I got to get some new clips to make that more organized. Also got rid of the purge valve and the purge canister, which goes over there. That's not there anymore either. So got rid of those two darn things. My dad made this nice. Well, I got the new radiator in, which is a 454 radiator. These brackets right here, I hunted all over the world for, basically. Finally found them in a junkyard, actually about a half an hour away. So they go up instead of down. The 350 radiator was a little lower, and these brackets went down instead of curving up like this. So pretty stoked about finding those brackets. And this is the 454 shroud. The only problem was the radiator hose still hit the fan slightly, so my dad made this nice little bracket here, spacer actually, where the hose sits. Works perfect. The air conditioner doesn't work. That didn't work before I started this project, so I got to take it in and get that worked on. Otherwise, new water pump, of course. Old air conditioning compressor, old alternator, old starter, which is pretty new. New tensioner down there. Got my old power steering stuff in here, which is already pretty high tech. High pressure power steering pump and EGR power steering gear, which both of them together work great to turn these tires. Then we have the ARB compressor. Here's where there used to be a canister and where I store my tire chains and stuff. This is the ABS unit, which I'd like to get rid of because it doesn't work anyway. So here's one of the lines that goes, this is the coolant temperature. It's right above the manifold, so we have this hose on here to hopefully help that from getting fried. This is a bit of a tweak. Oh, there's one other vacuum line going to the booster. So it comes out of here. This is my old 350 steel line that we heated up and bent a few different times to get it to go across these taller valve covers and over to the booster. So that works good. The 454 throttle and cruise control bracket fit just fine, which I was kind of surprised about. Here's, of course, the 2 injectors that have been refurbished and a bunch of plugged off vacuum ports. I need to get some better plugs this week. And then, let's see, if we don't run out of battery, underneath, here's the 454 Y-pipe. I'm going to have to do something about it yet because the drive shaft will hit it, so I got to somehow loop this down. And then here are the, see the fuel lines coming down in this very non-stock location. My dad made these nice brackets. Over here, here's a transmission pan, B&M pan. Turns into Army-Navy fittings from the GM fittings. And then over here to the fuel filter, I got a pressure valve there to put my pressure gauge on, 37 psi. And then some rubber line that goes back. It's fuel injector line going back to that blue line back there, which connects to the original tank fitting. NP241 is all resealed, nicely wired with some nice new wire loom. New transmission mount because the other one was broke. Of course, here's the tranny. We put a temp sensor in here, which I haven't wired up yet for a gauge, so we can get the temperature, transmission temperature. Nice deep pan, aluminum, beefy pan. Transmission lines and everything. Nothing big under here.